in the city of Fort Myers, in a beautiful neighborhood, big house, so it would seem kind of an unlikely place for this sort of activity on one level, but when talking to the chief of police there, he had realized from hearing from parents and teachers that there was an issue in his town. We hire perverted justice as consultants for their expertise being decoys in the chat rooms. They really know what they're doing, and they have this down to a system.
Tell you got me?
I'm always blown away by the hidden cameras. I mean, this stuff is really James Bond type technology. In Florida, we have a lot of cameras, something like 13. We even had one in a palm tree that could turn 360 degrees and could zoom into the license plate on a car at the other end of the street.
He's coming around back. He is on the steps, opening the door. Oh, he's just going to come right on. Watch it, Emily. He's in. Heading towards the kitchen. He's in the kitchen. Call out.
Hey, I'm in here.
Keep going. He's coming fast. Call again. Call again.
Hey, I'm about to put on my bra and panties. Come on in.
Good job. Hold on. He's coming around the desk, heading towards Chris.
This was the second time that we had worked with Emily as our on-site decoy. Naturally, in the previous investigation, which was her first, she was a little nervous. With that under her belt in Ohio, she was much more confident in Florida. How you doing?
All right, how are you?
Would you have a seat over in that chair, please? Good, please sit down. Put your hands up top so I can see them. What are you doing here?
Just coming to meet somebody.
Who are you coming to meet?
Just a girl.
A girl named?
I'm not even sure what her name is.
How old is this? I'm not even sure what her name is.
15 or 16.
15. And how old are you?
30.
Kenneth Thornton had driven about 2 hours to meet a teenage girl. He was a construction worker, and he talked about things like tying the girl up, other very explicit sexual acts. It's okay for a 30-year-old man to come to a home where a 15-year-old girl is alone. Why?
I guess it's really rather not.
I'm sorry?
I guess it's really rather not.
You'd rather not what?
No, it's not okay.
And what were you going to do once you met?
Just talk.
Just talk. Well, there's a lot of talk going on here. You get very specific about some of the sexual things you want to do to her. You ask if she's tried anal yet. She says, no, that would hurt. You say, use lubrication. It's mighty considerate of you. What were you thinking about here? I mean, help me out. Help me to understand what's going on here. If you don't talk to me, I can't understand.
Sir, I'm just trying to meet people. I moved down here not too long ago. I'm just trying to meet people.
Can I tie you up? Did you bring rope with you tonight?
I have rope in my car.
You have rope in your car?
Yes, for my job.
For your job?
Yes, I also have a bunch of tools back there.
I asked him about some of the things he said online. Then he starts to open up. And then we find out that, in fact, he did bring rope. He did bring duct tape. He brought all those things he talked about using in sexual acts online with this teenage girl. You talk about using the rope in various sex acts with this 15-year-old girl. What would have happened if a 15-year-old girl was here and I wasn't?
Same thing that's happening now, just talking.
Just talking?
Just talking.
Do you see why that's very difficult for me to believe, based on this chat?
Yes, I do. That's the God's honest truth, though.
But why should I believe that?
Because I have a 6-year-old daughter that I'm trying to see.
You have a 6-year-old daughter?
Yes.
How would you feel if a stranger came into your home?
I'd hate it. I'd hate it.
You could get upset with some of these guys because of what they had up their sleeve, but I'm not there to do that. I'm there to figure out what these guys were going to do and what was going on in their mind. And I think by understanding what goes on in the mind of a potential predator, you can better understand how to protect kids when they go online. Sounds like you're encouraging her to do something she's not currently doing. Read that, where those marks are right there, out loud.
Can I see you naked?
I'm sorry?
Can I see you naked?
Go on.
On Friday, yeah. What do I get out of it? Pleasure-filled night.
Now, those are your words, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so why should I believe that you didn't come here to have sex with this girl?
Because that's not my intention. I swear on my daughter that I was just planning on coming over here to talk.
Did you bring marijuana?
No.
Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Did you bring condoms with you?
No.
No. Not in your car?
No.
Do you watch television?
Rarely.
I'm Chris Hansen with Dateline NBC, and we're doing a story on adults who try to meet kids on the internet. If there's anything else you want to say, we'd like to hear it. If not, you're obviously free to walk out the door you came in.
Get down! On the ground! Get on the ground! Get down!
Police, when they searched his truck, found duct tape, rope, condoms. Could those things have been in his truck because of his job? Possible. But when you consider in his chat that he talks about using it, with this teenage girl, you have to wonder what was going to happen if we weren't there and a teenage girl was. When I asked Fortin about what he brought, he denied having, condoms or drugs. Well, as it turned out, he in fact did have drugs and condoms.
You think any narcotics on you, sir?
I'm sorry?
You think any narcotics on you?
I thought they took that stuff out.
In Florida, we were able to, videotape each element in the process. From when the guy showed up at our house to the arrest, we had cameras at the processing center, then we had cameras in the courtroom.
Kenneth Fortin, you're charged with attempted lewd and lascivious battery on a victim 12 years of age up to 15 years of age and obscene communication by use of a computer service to seduce or solicit a child. Does he qualify for code offender?
Yes, Your Honor.
There's probable cause on all charges. There's a $40,000 bond.